Hello and welcome back to Cream Puff Plays Minecraft. I'm sitting here on an extraordinarily cold day for a winter, so it's currently, what is it? It is, I'll just check, it's February the 19th, if you want a bit of a time check. So we're still in summer here in Australia, and it's 12 degrees outside and raining. We've had the heater on, I've got a lovely hot cup of coffee in front of me, I've got a hoodie jumper on, it's all fleecy. I'm trying my best to keep myself warm today. So it's a very nice day to be sitting in and playing Minecraft. I'm back up here on the church. I am Assassin's Creeding it. Just call me the evil Altair or Altair Puff. I don't know. Or you can call me Cream Puff. It's kind of my name and stuff. And I'm looking down at my beautiful western village, which we have been doing some work on off camera, which hopefully you can see. So as you can see, we got rid of the water that was down there, and we've made a path. And I've made the path come all the way into the town. What else? We cleared out. I cleared out that little, like a lump of ground that was at the back here. We've put some lights in. You know what? Let's just get down there and have a look. Geronimo. I've been doing a heck of a lot of work off camera. I know it doesn't look like as much as I actually have been doing, but hopefully it soon makes sense. So let's just come in. Beautiful landing. So first of all, sanded all of the water here, which took some time, and actually what took the most time is going and getting the damn sand. So I wish I'd counted up how many stacks of sand this took. I think it was probably in the realm of about 20-30 stacks of sand. It's hollow underneath, so if I just burp, and burp, alright. Well, this bit's not hollow, but most of it is just the clay went over the water and then the sand went over the top, which usually I wouldn't do. We've come through here. I've put the path in, so the path is going to get less and less defined. So I'm even going to come in around the edge here and make it a little bit less thick as it gets closer to the town. So this kind of represents the muddy ground because it's walked on the most. I covered up a couple of mine shafts up there. Still have to go over there. I just think they look a bit ugly, especially with the intensely bright white, whatever that is. And what else am I going to do? Yeah, so this will kind of go off through those trees. And eventually, I guess I'll have a path that'll go all the way back to our original village. But it'll look different. So as it gets to kind of here, it'll go from dirt to kind of more of a sandy, compacted sand kind of look. And then onto here, we'll go to the path block and so on and so forth. We put some of these cacti around. Now what I've realized, so I originally had this plan for the cactuses, is that I wanted them to kind of have this look. You know, that kind of traditional cactus look, even though this is a really bad one, but you know, not that. So that kind of look, that looks really stupid, but you know what I mean, that kind of traditional cactus look with, you know, the flower pots on top and the mushrooms. Now, obviously, you can't do that with actual cactuses because cactuses require a block. If anything gets placed next to them, so bam, they are gone, which is really annoying. And I don't quite understand why, but you know, that's the way they've done it. So I came through here and I realized what gives you a really nice feel is clusters of cactuses. So the occasional one on their own, but most of these are in twos. Now, originally, these were made with a bit more care, but they have grown since. So I liked having ones of varying heights. So I need to come through here with some string and just mix it up a little bit. Just because if they're all the same height, it looks a bit monotonous. So I'm going to come through here, fix it up, string them. I'll show you what I mean in the town because we've got some stringed ones up there. And just some dead bushes. There is some terraforming to go here because this was obviously all cut out a little bit. So I'll have more sand coming down there, maybe a sand dune over there somewhere. As we come in, I really love the netherrack kind of thing over the gate. Looks really good. No, that's a placeholder. I just wanted to try and get an idea of how big the gate, or not really a gate, but the entrance is going to be to the village or the town. I think this is a decent height. We will see. Hopefully in this episode, I may bring it up a couple more blocks. So in this episode, I've used the little trick that I had on my last video, using the new blocks. So this is brown concrete powder, and these represent cart tracks. So you imagine, I'll bring them across back over this way as well, but if you imagine a cart's coming in, grinding into the dirt, and so this looks like the kind of compacted dirt. It's a very finer texture, as if it's all been mushed together. And I'm going to put a cart there, like a little covered wagon. So we'll see if this is enough room for it. Sorry, I'm jiggling around all over the place. So that kind of goes all the way along, but as you get up, you can notice it kind of starts to get a little bit broken up. So maybe it's, it's been dry and it's all dried up, so the path isn't as, I don't know, pathy. We've got some lighting in here now. So these are nice. These, I'm still on B-Dub's texture pack, so some of the new textures won't be there. I'm just going to take a little bit of a sip of coffee. So these are the redstone lamp textures. So they're pretty much the same texture. They just copy the glass texture that he has with a little bit more of a subdued color, which I really like, because it does suit this area a little bit well. Now, in terms of lighting up the place, right here, mobs won't spawn, but right here, they will. So they're not the most effective thing, so I'm exploring ideas for hidden lighting. Daylight sensors on top, so they'll turn on automatically when it goes dark. We have a kind of the town well with some red sandstone. Completely forgot the red sandstone existed, but I feel like it works really well for this well. I was kind of going to make it out of bricks, but I don't know. This looked better. And an acacia tree. So I went traveling to try and find acacia trees, and I found them. They were relatively easy, but I also needed jungle trees because I needed cocoa beans for the powder. Now, I traveled 14,000 blocks, and I'm not even kidding, at least 14,000 blocks. I think it was over in that direction, and found myself a forest. Thankfully, thanks to the elytra, it was a lot quicker. Found myself some cocoa beans, came all the way back. One thing that was an issue is as I was flying back, I accidentally pressed Q while I was holding my axe, and it fell. So I was a lot of blocks up in the air at that point because I'd pill it up to jump off. Accidentally pressed Q, lost my axe. So this is Choppy Henderson 2. Thankfully, the first axe I made had exactly the same. Although I noticed this one's got fortune on it, which is strange for an axe, but who knows? Maybe that works for saplings. As it's getting nighttime, we'll be able to see the lighting here a little bit better. So yes, 14,000 blocks, but then as I was flying back, about 1,000 blocks from here, I found another one. I found a jungle about 1,000 blocks from here after walking 14,000. I was not impressed. Anyway, so we've come through. We have, these kind of represent tumbleweeds. I'll just have them sporadically around the place, just to add a little bit of extra-ish, a little bit of extra-ness to the environment. What else have I done here? Oh yeah, finished up the door. This was kind of annoying, but I think I kind of like what this looks like. Now this is a brothel, remember, so it's it's a gentleman's establishment, and so they need some privacy. So I imagine that door would close across there, and that would be quite nice. I've glassed everything with the grey glass, killing all the squids that had spawned in there. What else? What else have I done? I've doored everything, so now everything has a door, so even up there, down there. And I've made the staircase to get up to the top of the sheriff's house. So it's going to be a little bedroom in here eventually, when I can be bothered doing interiors. This was a bit of a hassle. Die. This was a little bit of a hassle because I couldn't quite get this looking right, but I kind of like sort of what it looks like now. It looks like it's all connected. And anyway, I've decided I'm going to put the post office right here. So I've kind of blocked out what the post office might look like. Hello. Come on. Bring it on. Bring it on. It's my looting sword. That's why he didn't die quickly. Little post office right here. Yeah, or telegraph office, whatever it's going to be. Got the jungle wood floors. We have acacia wood now, so I'm going to bring up some acacia wood logs. Finally got rid of all of my chests and stuff in here. So now everything's spread out a little bit. So the furnaces are in here, which I think kind of works. In the bar. I don't know, maybe we could call them kegs or something, but they're actually furnaces. Yeah, make up your own mind. And then all of my stuff is now back in the vault back here. And a bed. See? All of my stuff, all safely in chests. Still not 100% organised, but mostly organised. Let's just sleep this night away. Shut the door. So, I have a few things in plan. First thing I want to say is hello to all my new subscribers. I've gained quite a few over the last week or so. Thanks to my terracotta block video, which is a lot of people have been interested in. So I'm glad that's got a little bit of attraction. I'm still unsure of how I'm going to use them in anything other than a Moroccan build. But you know what? I have heaps of ideas for a Moroccan build. So, yeah. Thank you for your gunbolt. What can I drop? String? I kind of need string. Spider eye. Beautiful. Yeah, I've got lots of ideas for a Moroccan build, so that will be on next on the agenda. So, welcome, guys. I hope you enjoy this series. I enjoy doing it. So, we're going to do a few things today. First thing is we're going to build a house. We're going to build one of our first houses. And I've been trying to come up with some house designs. It's not the easiest thing. Sorry, I've got it up here on my Mac. It's not the easiest thing in the world to come up with simple little house designs in a western town, because simple houses in western villages were just dull. They just looked really, really boring. And there's no real way around it. They just looked crap. So trying to make it still look like a poor little jungle. Ugh, I read Cocoa Beans, thought jungle, whatever. Making it look like a poor little western village, while also, building houses that don't look terrible. It's kind of a challenge. So I'm just going to grab all my materials here, and we'll go and build out there. So I'll just spend some time grabbing the materials I need, and then I will rejoin you. Right, so this is the size of our first house. It's a 9x9, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this was based on this was based on a picture I found on Google Images. It was really, really small, really, really low. I think it was like isometric. I think it was called something like isometric. Whatchamacallits? Isometric Western buildings. And I kind of adapted it a little bit. It's kind of strange looking, but I think all Western houses were a little bit strange looking if they were outside the norm. I think this goes up 3. 1, 2, 3. Is that right? No, 2 above. And so it's still got the same basic, what I would call, Western building. 1, 2, 3. Same kind of Western building ideas. So we got the facade at the front, and then a relatively basic house at the back. So the jury's still out on whether or not building on camera is the way to go. So that's going to be our facade, and is that right? That is right. And then we have one post that comes down in the middle. The jury's still kind of out as to whether building on camera is the way to go, but I haven't heard anyone say that they've hated it, so we'll just keep rolling with it. So, the start of this house is kind of just like a frame out of logs, which should look like this. And then we got a bit here, 1, 2, 3. And that should be about right. Okay. While I build this, I was, K-Bug and I watched Moana last night, which is an amazing movie, and it's freaking gorgeous. Animation has come a really long way from Toy Story 1, which was amazing to begin with. But it gave me so much inspiration for ideas that I could do in this world. Not necessarily the Western village, because it doesn't really jive with that baby, but just heaps of ideas of different things I want to do. And I guess I'm going to put this question out to everyone watching. Are you getting sick of the Western village yet? Are you getting sick of Amazon Gulch? Because I'm I'm not by any means getting sick of it. I've still got plenty of things I want to do. You know, there's going to be a windmill, horse area, houses spread out around, you know, post office. I've still got plenty of ideas to go with it, but I'm just wondering if potentially are people getting a little bit kind of, yep, all right, we've seen this now. We know. I've done that wrong. If people are kind of more thinking, all right, but we want to see some good stuff, you know. How have I done that? I've done that wrong, but I'm not sure how. Oh, did I really do that? Okay, that's kind of weird. Okay, so this is the way I had it set up originally. So we had that inset like that. Which does look good, but cuts down on the amount of real estate on the inside. But that makes sense because I've got kind of a roof that comes down and slopes that away. Which means that's only going to be that high. And that's only going to be that high. So yes, the question. Do I keep cracking away at this village until it's complete? So are you of the mind that, you know, it really annoys you when YouTubers or people that you're watching start a project and never finish it? A la, I guess, you know, B-Dubs, who has, I think, one finished village. And I think Etho, whose to-do list is gigantic. Or would you prefer it if we got everything completed on the village until we're absolutely out of ideas and feel like it's kind of done, and then finish there? What is your kind of opinion on that? Because I'll kind of go with either. I've still got plenty of ideas for here, but at the same time, there's part of me that's kind of itching to get out and do some other stuff. So I think we just brought this over like that because it doesn't get much higher than that. All right, so I know this is kind of a weird looking building to begin with, but here's the idea. So we've got the nice big facade at the front, and then off to the side here, what's going to happen is we'll have a roof that starts right there, and it kind of comes across and then comes down. So it's a weird kind of sloped roof. Flat on top. Was it flat on top? I actually think it was a bit peaked on top, so it kind of came down and back down that way, which is the idea. And we're going to do that out of our bold new choice of color, which is a geisha, which I forgot was dulled down in the old B-Dubs texture pack. I'm always forgetting about that thing. So actually, this might look better than the version that I originally did. So this comes across here and here and here. So this was one of those builds that it's really hard because I think, like I was saying before, I think I need some slabs. There's not a lot of detail in Western builds. There never is. They're very, very plain, and very, very plain builds look really crap in Minecraft because you're working with, I think we go there, and then I think we had another upside downsies. Not there, there. Like that. Yeah? Potentially not. That doesn't quite feel right. Just let me have a bit of a fly around here on my other world. Ooh, okay. Well, let's sleep, and I'll have a look at this again, because I think there's a better way we can do the roof than what I've done it. Anyway, let me know. I'm going to do one side of the roof. I'll show you what it looks like, and then I'll just cut, because pretty much the house is almost finished. It's very, very simple, which is why I didn't want to take too much time doing it today. You know what? That kind of looks okay. If we did, not that way, if we went this way, that. Yeah. And then on the inside, should have gone this way. We will bring up this spruce. Did I bring more spruce with me? I didn't, because I'm an idiot. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So you can see it kind of comes straight and then a slope down. I tried a full block there. It just didn't quite look right. So I kind of like the little bit of extra detail that adds. So I'll go back and I'll do, that is a little bit weird, that bit there. But, you know, bugger it, we'll leave it. What I will do is I'll go and do the other side and the rest of the roof. And I'll come back just to show you the final little veranda-y, porchy bit at the front. Yeah. I'm on a rotten flesh at the moment. I'm pretty sure I've got taters somewhere around, but I really need to set up a cow farm around here, which would obviously make sense. So, if I come around to the side, you can see the roof. I've made some adjustments from what I originally made it as. So you can see it's got a sloping down, but if we come to the up here, it's also kind of peaked in a way. My original roof didn't come up like that, but I think I prefer it. It does make it significantly bulkier, but I think it looks better. So if we roll around here, I've just gone into the inside, so just put a post, flattened everything out, put a little bit of that in. It's a very small house, so see, this is the difficult thing, because I'm working on such a small scale with all of these buildings. None of them are massive, because I'm kind of building them for villages in a way. So nothing's really massive. I don't need heaps of space, and none of them are very true to life. So obviously you wouldn't have a house that was just one room. You know, I'm going to have a kitchen in that corner and a bedroom here or whatever. That's just what it's going to be. You can't get that fancy in the, in the details down the bottom. So, in the details down the bottom, what the hell does that mean? You can't get that fancy in the inside details. There's not a lot that you can do in here that's going to make it look amazing. So, what we need now is a couple more acacia slabs, I think. And we're going to do like a little porch-y, veranda-y thing. So, I think we go right here. And then we go down there. We go there. There. Bring that across. Just like that. Then we have a nice little porchy, veranda-y thing. And then we get some sprucey fences. Bring those down. Onto the ground. Now, if I was a smarter man, I would have built this one higher, so it would actually have a porch. So I would come in like this. Right? And give it an actual porch made out of wood. If I was a smarter man. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And give it a little porch. We'll decide whether or not, because we could actually. There's nothing at all stopping us from just wiping that little bit of land out. And just have a little step up to this thing. It's probably not a bad idea, really. Looks quite good as it does. So, that's essentially it. We'll get some window panes to put in the windows. But that's essentially the house. It's very, very simple, very basic. This flooring, I think probably oak would be the way to go rather than spruce. Always want to use a different wood than I've used for the walls. especially around here. So I've got enough for 4. Yeah, why not? I'll put down 4 single oak blocks. Blah, 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 blah. And probably that should be oak as well. So let's go sleepies. Put a few finer, minor finishing details on it. I'll take a sip of coffee. It's a bit weird, actually. It's coffee made with almond milk. Because I'm not really drinking milk at the moment. That actually... Oh, that acacia, though. That looks pretty schmick. I do like it. It's a nice colour. There's a couple of windows just at the front there. I'll tell you what, while I'm here, I'll grab some of my window panes and chuck them in. Just to finish it off. Just to finish off the outside. We're not doing interiors today. I've got heaps of glass. Oh, that's right. I smelted up a crap ton. But I knew I had some panes as well. Oh. No one saw it. I did not just throw away some clay. I don't really have a use for the clay at the moment. Yes, I can make terracotta, but for why? Still can't figure out. And it's definitely not going to work in a Western world. So let's have a look at that. No. The problem is, right, is those panes work for... those panes work for the jail or the prison because they look more secure. But a regular house wouldn't have something like that. They'd just go for your regular old glass. There we go. Let's stand back and have a look. Beautiful. And I am going to just dig away some of this. So we can have the porch. Just, you know, just sitting. Just hanging. And we'll do this. Dig it out. Replace it with stairs. This is going to be a slightly longer episode because I do want to get to those other projects that I had here today as well. Put that there. Might even extend that. Make it 3 wide. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. You know what? I'm going to have to get my shulker boxes going, but that is a bit of all right, I think. And then we'll bring this around. So pretty much the gallows is going to be the central point of this whole town. This, you can go, that can go. Oh, that was loud. These gallows are going to be the central point. So from here, we're going to surround all the buildings. And the buildings will be a little bit more hickledy-pickledy. So we might do one off into that corner, one over here, one over there. You know, they'll just be around. The houses are going to be a little bit less, you know, in a road. So this is the main road of the village. Anyway, so that is my little house. That is number 1. Project number 1 completed. Katik. Wonderful. I also took down the board that told me what I had to do because I could just remember it. I never looked at it. So, project number 1 completed. Let's go and have a look at the project number 2. So, I'm in a bad way because I couldn't find any potatoes. But I've still got to build this damn wagon. I also couldn't find any wool, which is really irritating because I was really hoping I would have some. So, I'm pretty much stealing my 2 ideas that I like the most from my last video, which is these pathways. What do you call them? Like tire tracks, I guess. Or cart tracks. And also this, which is I'm going to make a little covered wagon. Because I feel like that would help quite a bit. That was almost right, but that goes that way. And then you've got there. No, not there. Not there. I'm going to put you here. Is where that should go. So, blip. And then upside down and that way. And that way. So, the problem is, that's as small as you can make the wheels. Unless you make them out of coal blocks. Which doesn't really make sense. Or unless you just make them out of plain, like wood planks. I guess you can make them with our new block choices that we have. Could make them out of the concrete. But I still like the idea of the big old wooden wheels like this. And I knew I was going to run short, and I forgot to pick up the bloody crafting table. Where are you? Sprucey wood. So this is going to be relatively simple. I'm making it a little bit wider than my last one because my last one was very thin and it looked strange as a result. So I think I'm going to make it mostly out of slabs. I feel like that'll give me the most flexibility. And I'll make it out of oak as well. Because that way I can bring this out like this. It's going to be quite large, actually, isn't it? Yeah. It's a bit weird being that big. And then I know I did a little something like this. Let's have a look-ski. I may have to jump into my creative world just to have a look. Just to remember what it was that I did. So if I go like that, and then put that over. Oh. That's not in the level I thought it was. So like that. Kind of that thing. I can bring that up like that, and then go across like this. It's kind of working. Okay, so we've got that vibe for the back of the wagon. Now, there's an obvious problem here, in that if I make this wagon, I can't get through this bloody gate. It's wide enough, it'll fit. So what I might do is, say if I go like this, and I go like this, and then this, like that. I'll put that there as well. Well, got it there. It won't look stupid. No. Stick to your gun. So that's going to be like that. How about, see, that looks okay from that side. So maybe we can go this side as well. So the idea is that's kind of arches for the wheels. Yeah, okay. That's fine. That looks fine. We're just gonna have to go with the size of it. It's alright. And then these will come out here. See, I don't know how to make it any smaller. I guess that's the problem. This is just the size that a wagon has to be for it to not look stupid. Not be one block wide. This is the problem with Minecraft. I've had another drink. Oh, it's really getting bitter down the bottom. So what I might actually end up doing is making this a little bit wider. I mean, I can get through the side, so it's not too bad. Yes. I need some wool. I really do need some wool. Okay. I know this is getting long, this episode, but I'm going to come back with some wool. Okay. I'm back with some wool. And also grab some food while I was gone. Right, let's see if we can make the actual covered part of this wagon look good. That's my challenge right now, is can I make a covered wagon that looks good? I mean, I'm sure I can. I've made many things that have looked good, I think. Unless that's tooting my own horn. Bloody good job if you can... I'm not going to say that. So, I mean, we could just go something like this. It's relatively simple, but... I mean, it looks like a covered wagon. Go there, and there. How's that look? See, I'm going to have to make this a little bit higher. That's not too bad. I reckon we could just go like that and down like that. So I'll get rid of all of this bloody netherrack out of the way. Like this. And that last bit too, please. Hello? No. Can't get it. There we go. And I think that kind of looks like a covered wagon. Interesting. So, I've got a covered wagon. I'm cover up the back here. I'll finish off that. So that could be like that. And we'll get some of these slabs again. Bring in like that. And across there. Which I don't think I really want, but I'm going to do anyway. And we've got a covered wagon. Alright, so on the inside here, we need a little chair. Let's just go an acacia wood chair, why not? For the driver? You know what, no. No, because the driver would sit like a block up. Would sit higher up, like that. So that's where the driver would sit. You'd have some fence. I actually feel like this should come out one more block. So go 1, 2, 1, 2, like this. And you'd have like a couple of fence thingies. I even go a couple like that. And then the horses would attach to that. Yes. And then we'll have some So that's kind of like a red leather chair. Red leather, yellow leather chair. And then, you know what? We'll just do like some seating in the back here. We'll get rid of that bit. A little bit of seating in the back. And some chests. And I reckon that about does it. I'm not sure you need much more, do you? Don't know why I did that, because I've got heaps of wood in my inventory. Inventory. Let's just make like 3 of these. I think 3 would be the max. And then, so we can put 1 kind of there. Like that. Go like that. Put 1 here. 1 there. It looks a bit sporadic. Maybe 1 there. Yeah. Just, you know, they're coming into town. They've got their supplies with them. And then all we need is a horse. All we need is a horse. All we need is a horse. I'm trying to find a good spot that I can actually see the side of this, but you know, I actually think that looks fine. It is really wide, but I don't think there's any way we can fix that without it looking stupid in the other direction. Because that was the weird thing with my other covered wagon, was that it was 1 block wide, which is very, very thin. It didn't quite look right. So this way, I reckon we could actually have 2 horses. Actually, maybe instead of doing that, what if we came out like this here? Oh, I'm out. Come on, give me some more oak. I got hiccups. Is that coffee coming back? Go like that. 1 here and then 1 there. Is that weird? And then we could have 2 horses, possibly. I think that kind of looks okay. I think that's fine. I don't really know how else I might do it. I don't like the fact that it's a straight line, but again, Minecraft, you can't, there's not really a choice in the matter. See, now that just looks weird. I mean, if we put it like that and then have those horses in the middle, because horses are 4 blocks in total, aren't they? They're 2 by 2. So I don't think they'll fit where I want them to, but let's go and put myself to sleep. And this will be the last bit that I'll check on. So I was also hoping to get the entrance into the city, entrance into the town done today, but I don't think we're going to get there. I don't know. It looks good and it looks weird at the same time. It's huge. It's really big. Alright, so this is one of those cases where I need to hear from you. Alright? Do you reckon that this should be 5 wide or 3 wide? Because we could do a nice small 3 wide covered wagon, which would only be that wide there. So like the one in my terracotta block video. Or should we leave it as it is and just accept that, you know, sometimes in Minecraft things aren't exactly how you would like them. Heh. I do like Bane of Arthropods. Not a lot of people do. Okay, now I need you. Okay, well it fits through a 2 wide gap, so let's just see if I can stick it in a 2 wide hole. Okay. No, it's not going to fit there, so it's going to have to be a 1 horse deal. Left shift to dismount. So, in order to make this seem less gargantuan, we'll come across like this, and then you will come in here. Yeah, good point. I don't have any leads anyway, so, and then we'll just have a horse pulling the wagon. Actually, kind of, okay. I know I'm kind of going a little bit too far on this than I need to. For some reason, that's calling out to me. A little something like that. Don't know why, but that's how I'm going to leave it. So let me know if you think I should make that smaller, because it is quite large. So let me know if I need to go down a couple of blocks. I guess I could try to make it evens. I've never I don't see why not, really. It just means the horse will also be slightly off center. So let me know if I should make it evens or not. Or if I should make it a 3 wide rather than a 2 wide. Let me know whether I should make it a 3 wide rather than a 5 wide. Also, yes, very much, let me know, building on camera, yay or nay, and let me know if you want me to keep on going with this world, so this western village until we are completely done, or if you'd like to see me move on. I've got ideas for both, so I don't really mind. The last thing I want to do, actually, is just see what this place looks like in the updated textures. It's only really, I think, going to affect the wool. Maybe the sand? I'm not sure. Just to have a look and see what it looks like. Oh, I can see red. Oh, it's red. Oh, still looks good. But that red, my god. That's so full on. And the acacia. So let's go and have a look. See, the acacia really sticks out in that one. See, that's why I like B-Dub's texture pack. It's very subtle, but it makes a big difference. But the wool looks so much better in the new Minecraft update. So I think I'm going to see if I can jimmy in the new Minecraft wool into B-Dub's texture pack. You know what I actually think? We came out like this. I'm going to have to look at it from this direction. Nah, no point. Okay, so let me know either in the comments below. So should this be a 5 wide or a 3 wide? So it's currently 5 wide. Do we make it really thin or do we leave it as it is? And also whether or not you'd like to see me move on or actually complete this city. I keep calling it a city. This little town. So you can let me know in the comments below. You can tweet me at evil cream puff, or you can tag me on Instagram with at CRMPF. So at creampuff CRMPF on Instagram. I try to post up on Instagram. I'm trying to post up more often, so you'll see some screenshots of some stuff that you might not have seen already. So mine and K-Bug Sky Factory 2.5 Skyblock world that we recently stopped playing. You know, I post up things from this place, just kind of stuff that you might not regularly see. So, you know, jump on there and say hello. If you've got any stuff that you want to show me that you've built, I'd love to see it, so tag me as well. Yeah, thanks very much for watching. That's going to be the end of the episode. Thank you so much for all your support as well. I'm really, really digging it. But anyway, that'll be everything for today. Have a good night. Bye-bye.